So if you are yellow, this is so yellow. I'm turning them off. How's that look? Is that better? What if I just turn off one?
Then we have a shadow.
Darn, I almost swore.
Mm-hmm,
Did you see how I almost said the shoot word?
Oh, shoot.
How's that?
There it is.
Oh, it's frosty. Let me turn this
Frosted window panes, while candles gleaming inside, and painted candy canes.
What's that
on
from?
a string. Hey!
Hi! Hello, everybody! Welcome back to DelulucaNEWS, where we are never consistent.
Read the first three comments.
Oh, no. What do they say?
Hey, GP. Hey, GP. Oh, hey, Darren.
I didn't see you. I was busy doing lighting design.
Lighting design.
If nobody did it, then it
we
wouldn't be done. Welcome back to DelulucaNEWS, where we sit down weekly and talk about trending topics.
Trending.
I feel very caffeinated and awake because I went to the gym. You kicked my butt.
I should feel caffeinated and awake because I've had a lot of pre-workout. However, it's a little gloomy here in LA, so I think maybe that's what's hitting me a little bit, just like, Or I know that like I'm gonna have a few days to like relax because the holidays are coming up. Yeah. So my body is already like on vacation mode.
Sleep mode.
Bloop, bloop. How are we doing today?
How's the chat? Tell us how are you? Are you excited for Thanksgiving? Yes. Nervous, concerned? It's the time where you sit around a table with your family and they ask you uncomfortable questions. Which I never do because I avoid them all and stay home.
You know, it was really cool. They did. My friend was telling me about going home to a very. I don't want to get political.
Oh no!
I'm not trying to get political, but like just going back to your home ground or your hometown with people who view politics a little bit differently from you. How do you cope with that? Mm-hmm. And they said they spoke to a therapist, and the therapist said the best way for you to get that out of the way is to make it aware in the beginning through a text. Be like, hey, we're so excited to spend time as a family together. Please note that this will be a non-political environment.
Ooh,
we will not be, and it's just you're stating the bar or setting the bar,
setting the boundary, setting the bar.
Or we're not going to go there, and we're all trying to feel better, feel worse, or not feel worse, feel better. Get over any kind of. You just don't. Whether you win or lose, you just don't need to be the person to brag about it, and you don't need to be the person to be reminded of it.
So. There's so many other things to talk about. Movies, your job, your wife, your lack of wife, your children, your lack of children. There's so many other fun, crippling topics to talk about. Yeah. The politics. I love that therapist's take on it. It's just a little group like text just saying, hey. Let's choose this year to not talk about anything political. Let's just make it about family.
You know what's bad about that, though? What's bad about it?
Oh, no.
Is that we'd end up not being able to watch these videos of people losing it on TikTok.
Yeah!
Where they flip the table and they like yell at each other or a pie goes to someone's face. I love those videos.
I mean, you know that it's going to happen, especially if the person who brings up like, let's not talk about politics, Aunt May is going to be like, that's because your side lost. Like, I feel like it could ignite worse. So we'll probably still get the videos.
Hopefully.
I don't ever get any of those in my feed.
No.
What does that say about you? You love the drama.
I do love drama.
I love the drama. I'm here for it, though.
I love, the thing about it is I love to laugh. So I watch stuff and I was like, that would be me. But the one that gets me the most is when a father or a mother will punish their 25 or 32-year-old son living at home still who plays video games. And then they destroy the video game. Ooh. And they're like, you need to get a real job. And he's like, well, I'm thankful for my video games. Because of my video games, you ruin it for me. And they're like, see, that's your problem. You don't see life as a real the real beauty. You want to stay stuck in your room with video games. And then it just sets him off. The 32-year-olds flipping the table, all upset,
swearing
and
at everybody. Oh my goodness, the drama! I definitely have not seen those before.
I love it. I love it.
Well, what does everybody say about Thanksgiving? How are we feeling? Cosmo, hello.
What's up?
Don't come at me for the video games. No, you're okay to play video games.
No, but yes, video games are fun.
Robert De Niro to my uncle. That saves something. Yes. Talk about Robert De Niro to your uncle.
What?
Do you have a wife yet, Dare? Well, Dare flips table.
Bam.
Working on it. Working on my wife.
I love the table flip.
Let me see. I saw the Am I the A-hole Reddit about that, JP. Oh, interesting.
See?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm kind of not looking forward to mine because in a kind of a weird way, me and my brother don't have a great relationship now.
Oh.
And so he has two children who just recently got diagnosed with hand, mouth, and foot disease.
Yes, you told me about this.
And so they always don't want me like touching the kid or like talking to the kid, or they have this weird thing about like this obsession that they have for these kids. And so I was already like, okay, I'm not going to see anyone. I'm not going to talk to them. And I don't really want to see them. So who cares? But now that they have like this disease, it's not a disease, it's a sickness.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why are you guys going to do this? Because now my mom's trying to correct it by saying, look, who's really excited to see you is your nephew. And I'm like, that's weird because he's never met me.
Oh.
Yeah, but he loves you because he holds this photo of you. And I'm like,
okay, Mom.
why are you pushing it?
Wrap it up,
Don't
Mom.
push it. They don't want it. So I've already I'm just going to go see Wicked over and over and over. Which I saw and it was awesome.
It was so good.
It's so good. Oh. It is so good.
No spoilers though.
No spoilers.
But it was, did you see, paint the picture.
All right.
Was the crowd full? The
crowd
bumping?
Was full. I was ready to yell at people for singing in the audience.
Oh.
No one sang. They were very respectful.
Good.
I brought a group of 8 with me. And as I was trying to purchase the tickets, it was hard to find 8 together that were like nice in a good section. So the only viewings or screenings that had availability were 3D screenings. And I was like, I don't want to see this in 3D. I think 3D is going to be horrible, or it's just going to be too, I don't know. I loved it. I think 3D gave just a clearer picture. There was nothing that popped out at you, nothing that really got you nauseous or just over the top. It was just a clearer picture for me.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it. Next time I watch it, I probably will not watch it 3D just to see it more. More on a big screen. Also, what I'm really excited about is in Texas, where I'm from, El Paso. I was looking up screenings to take my mom to, and it says Wicked in Espanol. Spanish Wicked. It had the words in Spanish and all of the dialogue on the songs too.
Wow.
It's not just subtitles. So I think that'll be freaking awesome.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so you're gonna do that. Yes.
I do want to see it.
I'm dying to hear how that is.
I love to hear a good orchestra, not orchestra, a good musical score or a musical just in a different language. I think it's so cool.
How did you feel about them splitting it up? Obviously don't spoil what the ending is, but how'd you feel about it being a part 1 and a part 2? Do you feel like it's necessary with everything that they showed?
The thing that it goes by super fast. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Wow.
It goes by super fast.
So it cuts quick.
It ends where it's gonna end.
Got it. Noted. Okay.
If you've seen it or not, if you haven't seen it, if you haven't seen the show before, it does give a conclusion.
Great.
In a great way, where you're a normal video or movie, you would be like, oh, a sequel is gonna be made for sure.
Got it.
So but if you know the musical and you know the movie, there's so much dialogue that is not in there. The conversations of the camera zooming up in the actors' faces, and just that's what made the movie so long that they had to divide it into 2. It's just Ariana Grande just there looking at Elphaba, and then you're like, oh, I understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And they're not even talking to each other. They're like, and you're like, oh, okay.
So the tension's good.
It's so good.
I'm so excited.
Oh, who else has seen it?
I'm kind of glad that we're split.
Yep. Oh my gosh, no. And it's amazing because even walking out, my entire group of 8 were speechless.
Oh,
We
wow.
walk out and I don't know, I guess even with us, we're so
Yeah.
used to, oh, we love this, but this could have been art. But like I really was having trouble trying to find one thing that I didn't enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I was trying to find something that I didn't enjoy, I'm like, why? Why am I going down that route
Yeah.
of trying to like nitpick something that I didn't enjoy? Like I really enjoyed myself and I enjoyed it.
Good. Oh,
So I don't know. Oh, they said 3D or IMAX. I would do IMAX for sure.
okay.
If
Good
it's
to
3D,
know.
watching 3D was fun, but my next one I do want to see IMAX. Yeah, the music, the orchestration is just so powerful too. After every song,
Yeah.
the musical theater boy in me is like,
Yeah!
oh,
You're like, no clapping, no
no
clapping.
clapping, no clapping. Okay.
No, just let it.
It was, oh my God. Me too. I had a smile on every number.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And well, another cool little like trick, I guess. Not really a trick, but another cool like thing that the movie provided was if you know the score forward and back, or you know the story really well, and you're not singing along, but in your mind you're like going along with the words, they have great ways of stopping it.
Oh.
So yeah, it's like a good way of like getting you to the edge and then hold
Like,
it
wait,
back,
there's a
catch it,
difference.
there's it, and then they're going again. So you just like it's an emotional roller coaster in a great way.
I'm obsessed.
It is.
I'm so
it's
excited.
So cool.
I haven't seen it yet, obviously, which is why I'm letting you take the lead on this. I don't even know when I'm gonna see it. I want to, but I just things have been so chaotic for like us. Even we literally just did a music video yesterday. For those of you that don't know, so I don't have like a date picked out, but I will say, obviously no spoilers. I don't know how to say this without spoiling anything. I was scrolling away and people were talking about like, how did they keep that hidden for so long? And so I did actually run into a spoiler alert of
okay.
it.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
But I kind of knew that was going to happen. Like there was
yeah, I expected it.
Yeah. So to me, I'm not mad about it, and it's my fault. I keep scrolling without picking a date to go see the movie, so it's my own fault on this one. But I am very excited to see it. I think my biggest question, maybe for you, since you have seen it, is: do I go see it in theaters or do I wait till it's on?
No,
streaming?
you have
go
have
see it in
to.
theater.
Yes,
Okay, then I will. I will.
There's also so many Easter eggs in there that give like homage to like the original Wizard of Oz.
Oh, I love that.
And opening numbers, you see like certain things, and then like there's just a bunch of. If you do your research, there's actually a TikTok. I don't know if we could share it, but there's a TikTok that shows a timeline of Wicked, and it shows a timeline of the Wizard of Oz. Or if you look up Wicked timeline or Wizard of Oz timeline on TikTok, it's a girl with a whiteboard. And she explains it because there was some people who didn't understand where the Wizard of Oz takes place in relation to this.
In the timeline, yeah.
Yeah. And
that's cool.
And it's cool to like just see, it's not this. Oh, it's here. And it's I could talk forever about it.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to see it. And then maybe we'll do an episode where we talk about it and then we just let people know that there will be spoilers.
Yeah.
That could be
really
really
cool.
fun.
Well, and we continue. I think last week we said we weren't gonna talk about Wicked
I
anymore.
know, but then you saw it, so it makes sense that we're talking a little bit about it. But no spoilers. It sounds like the glowing review is go see it. If you have the money.
I mean, I talked to one person who didn't like it, and I was like, "Where are you going to go with this?" And their criticism of it is, "Well, they just seem too old for college." And I'm like, "What?
Do they know that Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel were both in their 30s when they played the roles? And they
also,
opened it.
I think it's like it's not set like Mean Girls in high school. It's not set like I don't know, Dear Evan Hansen that is in middle school or whatever. It's like it's a college or it's a post college maybe, and it's supposed to be all ages and it's wizardy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I also feel like that comment alone is not saying that this could be why, but that probably could be a reason why they're both doing the skinny off right now. where it's like, well, like we're supposed to look like we're in college, so maybe we need to lose weight. Like I'm not saying like this is alleged, but comments like that are the reason women do things like that are drastic to lose weight because they're worried about how people are going to perceive them.
Yes, we shouldn't be curvy. We shouldn't be fully developed.
But anyways, moving on from that.
And also, Grease had everyone in the cast. The original Grease, everyone was in their 40s.
Freaking
the
what's his name?
Kaneki?
Yes.
And John Travolta.
John Travolta was so old.
Oh my god.
They looked good, but they were way too old to be in high school.
Rizzo was like in her 40s.
And they all kind of looked it.
They did.
But we bought it.
The guy Scorpion, who was like the rival T-Bird.
Oh my god.
He was aged. He was aged.
Yeah, I love that aged. I just called them old, and you're like aged.
He was aged. I'm not over 21 jumps. It's not 21 Jump Street.
Oh, Cosmo wants to watch it with us.
Yay.
We actually, Cosmo, I'll have to like message you after the stream to figure out like when, because Cosmo's going again for a nice little trip. So it'd be good to figure out when you're back because we could go see it together. But we will end the Wicked chat here and we will move on
to something also positive. 50% positive, you may ask.
50-50.
Why? Because I have my Facebook back.
Yeah! Your Facebook's back!
50% of my social media is back.
Woo! If you don't know the lore, this all happened the day your freaking Delulu Canoe episode went live.
Oh my god.
So we got JP on the set. We filmed. Something happened with our audio. We had to bring him back. We filmed again. And the literal day that we posted, I was like, hey, will you promote your episode? JP was like, I would love to, but I got hacked.
I can't promote anymore.
So, and then you didn't just lose your Instagram. It was like your Instagram, your Facebook, and TikTok all within like a 3-day span, a week span?
A 2-day span.
Oh my gosh. It was devastating.
Oh, but you know what? I think this is something that I should like if you're going through this, I kind of have little tips now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should do it now or like later. Probably later.
Well, I mean, you could give like an abridged tip now and see if people comment on the episode, and then we could do a full episode.
Well, I guess while we're talking about it, maybe we could do a little questionnaire to be like, hey, do you guys want to hear more about how to get your TikTok back? Or,
like if you get hacked, what to do? Because no one talks about that.
No one does. And let me tell you, the customer service is horrible. And it's non-existent. And in fact, every time you send you fill out a form for being hacked or being disabled on the social medias, it's just a AI viewing it and just passing it to the next person. And it gets so lost. And I hear that this month, there was more hacking that happened. And so there's like twice as many accounts that have been compromised. And it's so sad, but I'm happy I'm getting it back. And I'm happy that I'm 50% of the way back. Yeah. And I think I'm going to be 100% I'm going to say weeks to come.
Yeah. Let's not set a deadline.
No. It happened. It happened on Thursday. And then I was like, all right, 50% of it. Let me fight on to get Thursday and again on Friday. And then we had the weekend. So maybe they're not working. Maybe they're not working this whole week.
Because of Thanksgiving.
So I'm just like, let's just wait. Let's a full episode with tips actually.
Okay. Yeah. We can bring you on and then you can walk us through like what happened. I think what they recommend.
Yeah, I think it's actually
all the people you met along the way.
I wonder how many people would love to watch that though.
I mean, I did a whole social media episode and it didn't like explode and go viral, but like people will find it when they like look up.
I need help. Okay.
Help me.
I
lost my accounts because like I wouldn't know what to do.
Well, now I do.
You're the pro.
For 50% of it.
Yeah, right. You're making progress.
I am. So yeah, follow me on Facebook.
Yeah. You want your Facebook to be followed?
Yeah, why not? John Paul Foti, F-O-T-I dash Batista.
Oh.
B-A-T-I-S-T-A. What?
There you go.
And then what's the other thing? Social media, Instagram. I have my other one account, my brand new one account that's like active. So it's at John.
I should follow yours. I don't know that I am.
What? On my new one?
On your new one? No, because I thought you made a new one and it got deleted.
Yeah, this one's going good. Oh, this is my choreographer one.
Oh.
John Paul Batista _choreographer. And you'll be able to see some of the stuff that we worked on this weekend.
Oh, have you had this for a while?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I should have been tagging you as this. What a sin. Well, now I'm following you.
Okay, good.
I fixed the wrongdoing.
There we go. So now we have that. Oh, Dara's following me.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Yes.
Yes, look, we have even videos from your Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Wait, don't let him play all the way through because we'll get claimed by myself.
It's your music.
We'll get claimed by me. I know, but I don't have a say over it.
Oh, okay.
I should actually explain how that works in an episode too. But it's a whole thing.
Okay.
But regardless, you're making progress.
Have you shared that social media episode with anyone yet, Dare?
Yeah, I've shared it. Anytime somebody asks me questions, I'll send it to them. Oh, cool. But the problem I have learned, well, it's not really a problem. The thing that I've kind of gathered with my audience is that they all like my short form content. So when I send someone a long piece of content, they usually don't watch it, which is kind of sad. Well, makes me a little sad.
No, I was kind of there too because there was these videos on TikTok and even Instagram that were how to get your social media back, and they were hours, 30 minutes to 45 minutes, an hour long. And I'm so frustrated with Facebook, Instagram. I'm so angry that I don't really have time to watch this for an hour. Can someone just tell me the pinpoints of what to do?
Yeah.
And so I feel a bullet point may be great, either at the beginning or the end, but there's so much information that you kind of do need to know to be able to make sure you get the right wording back.
Yeah, that's why if I ever did a masterclass on social media, I would want it to be formatted like a YouTube playlist, but then have on the side of the screen where it's 1, creating the social account, 2, how to maintain, what platforms work best for things. And then that way they could scrub to that section of the video. So it would still count as a view. But then they could skip to the things. So that way they would know. And I've tried conveying that to my editors, but I don't think they understand what I'm talking about in text when
how to get that done.
Yeah. So eventually we'll get there.
We will.
Eventually.
Oh, yes. Oh, look. So many of our friends following us. Oh, my God.
Ah, you're so popular.
I am popular. What's next on our list?
You said...
Our list, we have Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Let's talk about Black Friday shopping.
Yes. Let me see what has deals, because I thought there was some good deals going on. I know TikTok Shop has a lot of good deals going on.
Oh, cool. Actually, Best Buy has a good deal. I just had to purchase a laptop.
Oh.
I mean, it's exciting, but it's expensive. It's an Apple laptop, and Best Buy is awesome with Apple products because right now they do their Black Friday specials. You could purchase it. I purchased it on Thursday and they still gave me the deal. And they said if it goes down any lower on Black Friday, screenshot it. We'll give you the money back and we'll send you, we'll make sure you get the best rate. And I'm like, awesome. That's the way it should be going.
I've got right here, TikTok Shop has 15% off on orders over $40 for select products.
Boo,
so that's not really minimum. Great. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to claim it because I do have a cart right now. But they're not useful things.
Yeah, all Apple products were $250 off.
Wow.
So I was going to get an open box over at Best Buy. And then the guy said, look, it's either $300 off and you're getting a laptop with scratches or refurbished, or you get $200 off, pay the $50 more and get something brand new that you open. And I'm like, heck yes, I'm going to get a brand new one and open it.
ColourPop, if you guys don't know, I'm now a content creator for them. Woo, woo, woo. They're a makeup brand.
Thank you, Cosmo.
They have what do you mean, thank you, Cosmo?
Because he said I follow JP.
Oh, I was like, Cosmo didn't do that for me. I was rude. I was I did that on my merit. Could you imagine?
We're multitasking
They
here.
sent me a PR kit because of Cosmo. They're like, we know you know him. Here you go. We love you. But ColourPop on their website has a spin to win, so you can spin for up to 15% off. And then also they have cyber deals going on for 30% off site-wide. So if you're looking for any of the lip kits that I promoted recently, they have them. Their palettes, they're doing $5 off. Or actually, they're doing a $5 palette.
What?
That's great. I mean, they're minis that you travel with, but yeah, good deals. What does Amazon got going on? They got anything good?
You know what? They have the 25 to 35% off.
Up to 50% off sports and more.
Boo.
50% off sports?
Yeah. Who watches sports?
Oh. I was on set and I tried to make a sports reference. Were you there for that? When I was like, yeah.
Was I the only one who got it?
I think you're the only one. Yes.
Oh, yes. I remember it. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I was like, we were talking about like scores. We were talking about like keeping score of something. Yeah. And then I was like, haha, like kind of like, and I was like
sports. Like you said sports. In general, like in sports.
I don't think did I say like sports? I thought I said like which sport? Like, isn't there a sport that when you get points, it's good to have a lot? And then you were like, basically every sport but golf, dare. And I was like, oh.
I was like, that's basketball, baseball.
You like named them all. You're like ping pong.
You want to get the most. And then
volleyball.
I think the only one we found out was the lowest score was golf.
Yeah.
And we're like.
But I was thinking backwards, as I usually do. Oh, sports. We love it. Oh. We love sports. Ooh, okay.
The following is continuing to happen. I love it.
Follow train.
There's
also a poll that is, do you go shopping on Black Friday or do you go online? Ooh. Also, I should take a day and like look up all of the small businesses because I've done a couple small business calls where I buy from some of my friends. Cyber Monday is also a big deal. And a lot of the small businesses are only online. So I'll go back and visit some of the lists to see, who's doing what deals and what discounts are happening.
I don't know. It's tricky when it comes to, I think online shopping for Black Friday is only excellent if you know what you're already going to get. As far as like clothing or like materials, like, I don't know, I want to get a bed. I want to get a tablecloth. Who buys tablecloths? But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is that like, you want to be able to test it out and be like, you know what? I love this mattress.
Yeah.
I really want this mattress. I'm going to get it eventually. And then they're like $500 off. Boom. There's your reason. Get it.
Yeah. I think I kind of like that cyber shopping has like really popped off because it's so much safer. Do you remember when we used to see like videos of people like bum rushing Best Buy and like pushing and trampling each other over for like Kohl's Cash, which is so irrelevant. Like
my mom loves Kohl's Cash.
Does she? I will send you with mine because I always get them. Well, I don't always shop at Kohl's, but like I get the Kohl's Cash and I never use it because they expire.
Brilliant. It's brilliant.
They expire so fast.
It makes you go back, spend more to get more, and you feel good because you're like, oh, you know what? I got $35 Kohl's Cash, and I'm gonna go ahead and use it. And then when you use it, they're like, all right, here's another 15. I'm like, no.
Yeah, they keep coming. You keep coming
back.
And so
then you feel like you're wasting money, and you keep coming back.
That's how Kohl's keeps getting you. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Whatever.
Dylan says he used to do the midnight shift on Black Friday at JCPenney, and it was insane. Wow.
I miss that. I love after Thanksgiving being able to be like, all right, at midnight or at 10 o'clock, we're going to go to the Black Friday. I didn't like the heaviness, but I love the spirit of like, it's Christmas season. Now's the time to start shopping.
Yeah.
So the excitement was there, but when you saw people fighting over $5, $10, or even like fights, that's where I was just like, oh, you guys are taking it away. I guess I'm going to stay home.
Y'all are ruining it.
Don't ruin it.
You're because you're just hurting other people for,
why?
I don't know. It's like the Stanley Cup craze that everybody went nuts for. And I was like, okay. I'm not a big shopper on Black Friday. Yeah, I do take advantage of a lot of things on Black Friday, but my problem is, which maybe you all can help me figure out the solution is,
what is it?
It's like, I like to make content out of the things that I buy, but it's like, once Black Friday is over, like, how do you make content for Black Friday? Because my whole one page is about like shopping and shopaholics. So it's like, how do I package that into like, do I just make it TikTok and make a short form and be like, I also bought this for 50% off, and then just not show the item because it takes time for it to get to you? Like, no, I don't know. I never know how to do it. I never know.
I mean, I feel like if someone shows me something and I want to purchase it, and you're telling me you got it for a better price, it kind of puts a damper on that energy. But I mean, if you leave the price out of it and just be like, hey, I bought this top, super quick dry, always smells good, always looks ironed, I love it, it's comfortable, and you're like, okay, cool. Like, and maybe this is part of like how we talked about not really looking at price tags, where you're just like, I like this, I'm gonna end up getting it, I'll just get it and pay for it.
Yeah.
So
And like I would try to take advantage of the Black Friday deals because now, like with every holiday, it's being bled into the months before.
Yeah.
I don't know why or who started that trend, but like now Black Friday is like going on right now.
Yeah.
When Thanksgiving is Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And then technically because it's Black Friday, it's on Friday, but like the deals are already happening now. So it's like, do I just need to plan like a week in advance next year? You know what I mean? Like it just gets so complicated.
Because I mean, the bigger picture from these companies, although it's fun to have the doors open and a big crowd rush in.
Yeah.
Like when you're there for the days before Thanksgiving and someone's in a tent outside of the Best Buy or outside of the Target, it's weird.
Yeah.
And it leaves the shoppers feeling like uncomfortable. It leaves the owners feeling like we don't want to be responsible because you're on our property for this. And then the fights happen like they're responsible because it's happening inside. It's an insurance claim inside the building.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you know what? If we extend the Black Friday, people could do it. And if they end up getting the better deal, if it goes a little bit more, like the guy told me at Best Buy, he said, it's a good deal, $250 off. If it goes more, we'll reimburse you that. But I don't see it going a lot more than this, maybe an extra 50, but keep your eye out on Thanksgiving. And I said, okay.
Oh,
so I'm looking for it.
You're like constantly checking, constantly looking.
He's checking it. No.
Checking
it twice. Gonna find out who's naughtier.
Nice meat. Well, I'm actually naughty, but
why don't you do a Black Friday live?
I could. I just get really worried about like shopping live because then I might accidentally expose my address
or your like credit card.
Oh, my credit. Yeah, like I would. That would be so bad. I think what your idea is great. I would just probably have to do it on my PC because I have like a good blocked system up where it's like there's no way I can show my credit card or my address. Thank God, because if I just did it from like my phone or it'd be bad.
One-Eyed Willie is mad at me.
Why? Why are you mad?
Christmas
no Christmas music till after. Oh my gosh!
You're right.
I told One-Eyed Willie because I was playing games and like we all were in like a Discord chat while I was like gaming and working. I told him I was listening to Christmas music, and I think One-Eyed Willie almost barfed because he was like, "Really, Dare? You're one of those?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I need some joy in my life right now. Okay, I'm a little stressed. I need some jingle bells, a little bit of cowbell sometimes." I do have a very interesting, like upbeat, like warm fuzzy moment as well while we're still in this.
Please.
One of the content creators that inspired me to make the podcast Delulu Canoe, her name's Trisha Paytas. She's very like all over the place. People either love her or they hate her, but she's kind of on like the upswing right now. She started a new podcast with her bestie, Tana Mojo, and they have these exact chairs as their set. They have the same chairs, and I'm like, style icon. No, I love it. That means we're stylish.
Oh, okay.
That means I'm like super, like
I'm just ready to fight with everyone.
I know, you just want to fight.
Call her out, but tag us so we can get more views.
Yes, tag them. Honestly, I've been trying to like get on Trisha's podcast for like probably over a year, but she's blown up so much now. Like she was at the Wicked premiere, she signed with CAA, like she's like making moves, and she was extremely problematic back in the day. Congrats to Trish.
For big cleaning up your act.
Big fan. Yeah, kind of. But like big fan since even when you were messy, I always wanted to like, get to know you and hang out. But
I don't know why she doesn't answer my messages.
I cold call her all the time and I get nothing. Nothing. But I just wanted to acknowledge that we have the same chairs and it's super cool and manifesting. Also, I sent in an audition last night that I made it to the next round, so I got pinned for an audition.
Woo! That's the good news reel. Good news reel.
Now
this is a good news section of our reel.
It's time to be negative.
No.
Oh, no. Okay,
Has Mariah Carey defrosted? Please, she defrosted on Halloween.
Halloween night.
Boo.
She was like,
and I saw her,
okay.
And maybe that's why I'm listening to Christmas music sooner.
Yeah, you watched her do that little step touch on that stage.
It was cool. Wait, what about the audition? Yeah, they want to know more about the audition.
I literally know nothing about it. So I always have to give this spiel because like people that are in the industry don't like know or understand that like you get an audition and like when you sign with an agent, you basically sign like a giant imaginary NDA that says like anytime you get an audition, you're not going to post it online. You're not going to out the project you're auditioning for. You're not going to give away plot points. And for certain things, if they're like big enough, they'll even like send you an NDA before you get to see the audition. And I had that a couple of times. This audition was very different because I think they're planning, I don't know. I literally know nothing, but if I were to take a guess, I think they're trying to mimic a show was out a couple years ago, and they want the same kind of character types that the show has. So they pulled scenes from this show and had us do it. And I asked for an extension because I literally heard about the audition like yesterday before we shot the music video.
Yeah.
Asked for the extension. They gave it to me, which was super nice. I totally thought they'd say, no, we have so many great people. Sorry, get lost. But they said, nope, send it. And then they even emailed me back because I didn't do it through my agent since this was a friend of a friend situation. They emailed me back saying like, wow, watched your tape. This is really great. Thank you so much for making the deadline. We're going to send you in, which means I made like the initial first cut, which I never get that information. You know, you only get like, oh, you're pinned or, oh, you're in the top 3 if you like have made it that far.
That's cool.
And you don't
fun.
get that.
I stopped being more excited for those things.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think my mom killed it for me.
No.
Just kidding. No, it's just one of those things where like it constantly, as actors, we have auditions daily, and it's just like, hey, we got this. Hey, I'll call my mom. She's like, well, what are you doing? And I said, oh, I just finished an audition. Oh, for what?
Yeah.
I was like, for Target.
Yeah, you just gotta say something.
And then she was like, oh, okay, cool, awesome. And then the next day, I was like, so hey, mom, what's up? Have you heard from Target? I'm like, oh, no, I don't, like, I just don't want to. I'm like, let's move on. But like, my mom will continue to bring it up weeks later.
No.
And I was like, how's Target? I'm like, mom, it's moved on. I've had 5 other auditions since then.
Yeah.
So just like, let's not talk about it.
I get that. I totally understand maybe why you don't like openly share like when you have auditions. I feel like the only reason like I mean I always show that I'm auditioning. Like I'm always like here's my little thing. Like it's very rare that I'll do an audition and not post like a little segment of me being like, oh, here I am on my set, like here's my blue backdrop.
Yeah.
You know, which like probably is not the best idea now that I'm thinking of it in like after the context of your story.
Yes.
But then they all just want to know, you know? So it's like I usually end up being like, I can't tell you guys, but I thought it was fun. It was really great.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, it's also good to be recognized from your friends too.
Oh,
be like congratulated. Like, look at all those congratulations, Derek.
I know,
good job,
right?
Derek. I guess.
Like even if I get nothing out of it, it's cool to say that like I made the first cut. That's where I like celebrate a little bit because I'm just like, yay, small victories. Because we never get told by our agents like you're in the top 10 or you're in the top 20 because they don't want to get you excited.
Yeah.
But I like having a little like yay.
But that is good. A good little highlight moment.
Anyways, I'm sorry I took over our list. I'm just
good.
Rambling over here.
I mean, Thanksgiving is next week. What are you looking forward to? Is there something? What do you really look forward to? Is it food, family, or?
Well, I'm staying in LA because I actually booked which the Deadline article came out about the film that I booked. So here we go.
Good news section of our reel. A good news section
of our reel. Are we making a song?
Don't copyright it. Don't copyright us.
So I booked this other movie that's happening, and they put out the Deadline article. So the title and everything's already released, but we weren't allowed to say the title. So I'm like, I don't know. But so I have to stay this year. Normally I stay being like, in case I book something, and it's never even a possibility. But this was the first year where I was like, I might go home. Let me think about it. Let me see what's going on. And then they were like, just kidding, here you go. And which was kind of cool.
That's neat.
So I'm staying, but I am doing a Friendsgiving. So I'm going to one of my acting class friends' house. Okay. They're doing it at like 1, which I'm kind of surprised, like 1 in the afternoon.
No, you'll be happy.
You think so? Yeah. Okay. I feel like that's a little early, but I'm like, okay. So
because then you get it done with. You could peace out by 5.
Yeah.
4.
Well, then there's another Friendsgiving that night.
See, that's why. So that is why.
I'm thinking, because I have to make something for the first one, because everybody has to make and bring something, which is kind of cute and wholesome. I'm doing mac and cheese. and I'm terrified because I've never made, like, I'm so glad I'm not in charge of the meat or anything because I would kill people with my cooking skills. So I chose a side because if I mess it up, then people aren't depending on me.
Do you want a hack?
Sure.
Okay. Go to Trader Joe's. They're frozen, and you can
it.
just buy a bunch of them and then just put it in like a nice little container.
Yeah. Oh, see, I was actually gonna do like a stream or a video of me making it.
Well,
Like I was
do
gonna
a stream or a
I was
video
gonna
of
try
you
Betty
warming it up.
Crocker. Okay.
I had a friend show up to my house for
hilarious.
Thanksgiving or
Everyone's like, Dara's cooking.
Yes, thank you.
Put on your hard hats.
Yeah. She came to my house with a cool plate. I think it was like a regular dish, and she had like 12 to maybe 20 cookies on it. And I was like, oh, cool. And she told us that she made them. And I was like, oh, fun. Yeah, they're delicious. They're cool.
Wow.
And we start drinking. We start having like relaxing.
Chilling out.
And then finally she's like, oh, let me get my plate back. And I was like, oh, yeah, here you go. She's like, oh, my God. And she starts laughing. I'm like, what's so funny? She's like, okay, I'm going to tell you something, but don't judge me. And I was like, all right, whatever.
Okay.
She's like, I got those cookies from the gas station.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious.
And I was like, A, way to go for presentation. B, brilliant idea. How dare I not think of that?
Yeah.
And what a like crazy hack. Like, yes.
Yeah.
Why make yourself go through more stress? Like, I made these cookies, but they're really from AM to PM.
Yeah.
AM, PM, whatever gas station is.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That's not a bad idea if I mess up. I feel like I should at least give it like the good old heave-ho. Give it the old college try.
No, it's a holiday.
But it's mac and cheese. Like, how wrong could it go?
It could go really bad.
You think so?
It's cheese. Cheese will burn fast.
Yeah, but you do the noodles. Like you do the noodles first, then you drain it, and then you just put the cheese in with the noodles. Right? Do you have to actually bake the cheese? You can bake it. I think you can bake it. I've seen
people do that. The bake.
Like you bake or you boil the pasta and then anyways. Long story long, I'm looking forward to trying to make something and seeing how that goes. Because even if it crashes and burns, it'll be
it's gonna be great.
Interesting. What about you? What are you looking forward to?
Nothing.
Whatever.
No, I'm really looking forward to actually resting. I think it's one of those things where me being outside of Los Angeles puts me in a mindset where you don't work. You don't have an escape. You can't go to your own gym. You can't go to your normal like restaurants that you go to. So you're forced to spend time with family and forced to spend time exploring new things. Aww. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And sleeping in.
Yeah, I'm ready to sleep in. Although I did get to today, so thank you for that.
Hey, you're welcome.
That was so delightful.
She worked really hard. And that music video, which let's talk a little bit about.
You want to talk about the music video?
I mean, we could, without giving spoilers.
Yeah. Where did I even begin? I asked you like a month ago, like, what are you doing right before Thanksgiving? And you were like,
I am not available.
Yeah.
I cannot do this.
You're like, I'm in a show. I want to be thankful during that time, Dare. Why? And I was like, well, I want to do a music video. And they're like, okay, I can cancel everything.
Let's make it work.
So we started like a month ago putting together the pieces, like getting everybody's availability. And I really wanted the set to be small and intimate. Mm-hmm. So I went and really found people that are like one-man bands, so to speak, like a director who edits and a choreographer who dances and can be on set and be an extra, pair of hands and eyes, and then a makeup artist who also will do the call sheets and everything. So I was really putting a lot on each person individually to play multiple roles, just to not spend $1 million on a budget or on this project. So I did that, and I feel like it actually worked really well. We talked about it a little bit earlier that there are a couple holes that like next time we would like to like have an extra set of hands for, but it's totally doable. And I feel like the learning of the dance, I'm ecstatic for the dance. Like I really think we should try to push that on TikTok.
Oh,
because the dance was so epic.
It was awesome.
I really loved it.
The way it came out was so great. Nope, you're not gonna know the song until it comes out.
Yeah, we're not gonna expose the song because I was very curious to see if what song they thought we were working on.
That could be fun.
Yeah, well, I did a poll, and people all think it's the next song that's coming out, but the next one that's coming out is not very like hip hop coded. So you know what I mean?
I can still make it work.
I'll play it for you afterwards and you'll be like, no, this wouldn't work.
Okay. Yeah.
But I really enjoyed this experience because it was so much smaller. And I never felt nervous or like felt the pressure to perform or to be like that I had to direct everybody. I really felt like a lot of it fell into place.
It was. How was it to create the dancing was really cool. I think where I go when I hear any kind of when I have to choreograph anything is just what's the message that's trying to get across? Like, obviously, if you're having a meltdown, you could put on a sweatshirt and then cry, and that gives off the illusion that you're like distressed, whatever. But as far as like choreography wise, it's really important for me just to hear what the lyrics are saying, convey that in a way, but then also keep it stylish where you're able to keep it catchy, fun, and youthful.
Yeah, because like the energy, like I mean, the other two dancers also are very like young and youthful and can really hit it. So it's just trying to capture like the energy of the song, but also making it, I don't know, like an earworm, addictive.
Yeah.
Like something that like people will watch and be like, I want to learn that, or wow, I really like this piece.
Yeah.
So
especially as I think the last 4 beats are something that everyone will do.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's something that everyone will.
Yeah.
No, you were gonna see it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't sing it.
I was like, because we have like a little song to help us remember the little dance he did.
When it comes to choreographing,
glad you caught me. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Do you keep up the trend and the dances? Me, I do. I like to keep up with the trends. Some of them are fun. Some of them I enjoy doing more than others. That's the next song. But like I don't know. There's a trend going on around with Wicked, and it's holding the books and going into the and it's cool. But I don't know if it's just my I would rather do it differently. I would use that song if everyone loves it so much and then do my own choreography to it. It doesn't, out of context, it doesn't work. And the Pentatonics actually did.
Yes.
You saw it?
Yes.
Scott. Scott over at his concert.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you really took the time out. It bothered me.
Yeah.
You took the time out of your concert to stop with maybe, I don't know, how many, 5,000 people? 5,000 people watching you to do the TikTok, and it didn't pay off.
And it didn't even hit hard.
No.
Like, he went very soft with it. And I was like, oh, I get it though. Like, I've also thought like something was a good idea, and then you do it in front of people and you're like, oh, this did not hit.
I mean, they've done one. They did one that was really cool with, I think, their Christmas song and the flashlights of your phone.
Yeah.
Where half of the stadium did one side, and then half of the stadium did the other lights, and then they did like a little up and down, like call and responses, which that I think pays off because it's cool. But to highlight him he's not even a dancer. I shouldn't be saying he's not a dancer, but I don't know. I don't think he's a dancer. He's musical theater, so maybe he has some dance. But
I'm trying to look and see if they have any tickets in LA, but I think they're on the other coast right now.
What day is Thanksgiving going to be? It's a Thursday.
They're in, oh my God, they're in Texas. You can go see them. Wow, they don't do an LA stop? Did they already do an LA stop?
Probably.
Man, I would love to see them live because I watched them when they were on the Sing Off years ago. Was that the show they were on?
Yeah.
Something like that. I loved them back then. And I just kind of fell off by.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll do some fun.
They'll be in Madison Square Garden.
I did a TikTok for Hairspray last week.
I saw, and I showed Chrissy. It was so cute.
I don't know. I was like, there's nothing that is relevant with Hairspray right now, but I'll go ahead and use it. And it was fun.
Wow, they're not in LA.
Is she reading the chat? No, I am. And she should be.
Oh my gosh.
She should be reading it. You're right.
Sorry. I was trying to look up Pentatonic tickets. Phil, if you could do your own choreography with that song, JP. JP already will. Yes. Keep up with the trend. Which one am I supposed to be reading?
I don't know.
Your choreographer, John? That's cool. I respect your hard work. I've never heard somebody call you John.
I love it. It's so formal.
John Paul Batista.
Whoa.
You sound like a rich kid. It's great.
Thank you.
I love it. Their name is very... Dare is the one with the bandana. Hi, yeah, if you don't know, I'm Dare. This is John. My husband, apparently.
Yes, husband of 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
3 weeks.
What?
So we've been doing this for a month.
Have we?
Oh. Yeah,
Spill.
we have. This is our
1 month anniversary.
Yes.
Love you, babe.
Love you, babe.
Ew.
Naughty Dare.
Anyways, what else is up in news? I know you said there was an album that got dropped recently.
Yes, Gwen Stefani came out with a surprise album. I don't know if it was a surprise, but it didn't do really well. So the surprise is on her. Actually, I heard that J-Lo did an album as well, and it tanked. But they're saying Gwen Stefani's album tanked even harder than hers.
Which is fascinating because they were like the top of that era, right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong? I know Gwen wasn't like huge, but she was big.
I don't know if albums, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, because I feel like it's more, everything streams, so it's more of like, give me the song. After the song, after it fits good, I mean, then you create an album and it's all together if you want to buy it. But I feel like no one buys albums anymore to begin with. They're not, the CD players are not in cars anymore.
Yeah.
They don't sell CDs. So it's hard for it to be something to really look forward to. I mean, the one I loved the most was Christina Aguilera's Back to Basic album.
Okay.
Being a 2-disc album and like literally a hit from 1 to 13 on both sides. Like, it was just so good to listen to in order and just like hear it flow. But it's been a long time since I have heard an album doing that well.
I feel like this is the case of like, you know how we talked about Chappell Roan firing her management? I wonder if like sometimes being loyal to the same people for that many years can cause like you to still cater to that time where it's like, well, we did an album like 10 years ago and it hit hard. You know what I mean? If they're like, well, if we just redo the same thing again, that worked then, it should work now, and it just doesn't. So maybe I owe Chappell, which she's not going to say this, an apology that like maybe that's the best way to grow, is that you need to be working with the team that builds you up, maybe not fire them, but like grow with your team and grow with the times. Because there is no reason, in my opinion, that J-Lo or Gwen should have had flop albums. But even I have a PR, music PR guy who like advises me on like the order of the songs that are coming out, or like when to do a music video for which one, or a lyric video instead, because we've been hitting those really hard. And he was even telling me, like, when we finished, we were like, here it is. Here's the done product. We're just working on one more song, and here it is. He's like, great. So we're going to drop one every this amount of time. Which I don't want to release because I don't know if this is like his top secret thing. I don't, NDA, I don't know. But so he advised me on like how often I should drop a song in order to, 1, accrue new listeners, but 2, keep people interested. Because if I just gave everybody the whole thing right now, by the time like the first song came out to now, I think people would be over it already. Whereas right now it's like we're building the new audience, we're building new people. And I think these celebrities like J-Lo and Gwen, they already have a huge audience, but like they should be still trying to grow newer and younger followers. Not like preteen or anything ridiculous, but like young 20-year-olds now, instead of catering to their older audience that they've taken with them.
Well, but then the older audience is the one that has the money and the one that will...
Yeah, but I feel like the younger audience is more willing to let go of money. Like they have the YOLO, I'm going to swear, the fuck it mentality, whereas like, it's true. It's true though. Frickle frack it. Okay. Frickle frack it. Where it's like, that's the mentality that they have, is like, they're so willing. Like Dizza was telling me there's a girl at his shop that he works at that will flat out just be like, yeah, I'm trying to save up money to move into a bigger apartment, but I bought tickets for this rave. Like, it's like, they don't know how to save. It's like, as soon as they get money, they spend it, and I feel like people from older generations, from history and all the things that have happened to them in their timeline, they're like clutching their dollar. Like, no, please. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong, but that would be my
Did you hear about
Conspiracy theory and music.
I don't know if we talked about this. Hopefully I didn't. I don't know if I talked about it with the client or I talked about it here. But people upset with Sabrina Carpenter and her concert. Was it
doing
here?
her Juno positions?
Yes.
Want to try this one?
I mean, she is 25 years old.
Yeah.
Let her. She's an adult.
Yeah.
And you're upset. I mean, I don't feel like parents should be the ones complaining like, well, my daughter really was exposed to this. And it's the same thing when they try to sue Madonna because she had homosexuals like dancing with each other, or that like guys were in G-strings and thongs, and they're like, my children were exposed to too much. And I'm like,
you brought them there.
It's Madonna. What did you expect?
You bought the ticket.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like
the thing is, kids are going to be drawn to older pop star idols. It is what it is. Like when I was younger, I loved Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. Should I have liked them and wanted to be like them? No, I was like a child, you know, like I get it. But the thing is that you can let them listen to the music. They don't understand what the words mean, but I don't think you should be buying them tickets to the show.
Yeah.
Because you can't help that your child is going to be drawn to like, every kid wants to grow up. Every kid wants responsibility and to be old and to have their own job and their own place. But at the same time, you are the parent.
Yeah.
My
mom got mad at me when I was a child listening to the Spice Girls. And I was listening to it and I was singing like all the like slam it to the world, spice up your life and all those stuff. But my mom, like, I think she was more upset with me repeating the song over and over or the album.
Yeah.
That she ended up stopping it and she's like, stop it. You cannot listen to this. Every single song is about sex. And I was like, sorry.
Oopsie.
And I was like, okay. And she just buzzkilled it.
Aww.
But yeah, I mean, the Spice Girls were spicy.
My mom was like, Britney Spears, go. My mom did not care.
Well, I mean, Christina Aguilera with her Dirty album.
What? So I feel like if I were, which I'm obviously not, if I were their PR manager, I would maybe say that they need to be more acclimated with like what is going on today. I feel like all the celebrities that jumped on TikTok right away are really killing it because you're giving new fans and followers like a different perspective of your life. And I hate to say it, but I also feel like that's why Beyonce, like everyone used to be like, Queen Bee, we love Beyonce. But like, I feel like the only reason she is still really like popping off right now is because she has a daughter who is like a teenager, Blue Ivy now. And she was dancing at the concert. Yeah. I think if she didn't put Blue Ivy in the show, I don't think people would really care. Hot take. Because I feel like people are over.
We lost all of our followers.
No, I feel like people are over Beyonce because she's not relatable. They've put her now on this pedestal and she doesn't have an Instagram. She sure as hell doesn't run her Instagram. Or she has one. She has one, but she doesn't run it. She's not on TikTok. She's not relatable. She's this like weird statue that you hang on to that you put on a little shelf.
People still care about Beyonce.
Wait, people still care about Beyonce? Thank you, Rim. Thank you, Rim. I could be wrong.
No, but I mean, I think about it also. If I had a child and my child went to go see Sabrina Carpenter and she came out in that little corset, as an adult, I think it's cute and I think it's fun.
Yeah.
But also, like, yeah, then later you don't realize your daughter is wearing a corset and you're like, oh, okay, let's not do this. Let's not. This is
what does this mean?
Why is she wearing that? Yeah, let's see. Before we wrap this up, because we're tight on time today.
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
Yeah.
Her country album did not help her out. Ooh.
I just want to talk really quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just reading chat.
Okay, cool. Hey, there was a reunion about the world's tallest woman.
I saw
and the shortest woman in the world for Guinness World Record.
It was a reunion, right? Like they've done this before?
No, this is the first time they're meeting. So I shouldn't have said reunion. Okay. It was a first meeting. It's crazy.
It's jarring.
You need to watch it out.
She's like a little baby.
It is. She looks like a child. And that woman looks a little bit drag-like.
Oh. That's a hot take.
Drag-like because you have to be that tall. You have to be like everything's deep.
Elongated.
Everything is just, you have a higher palate and it's just so cool. Like, and then even the cute little one, she's like,
Did she really have
yes,
a little head?
it is the sweetest thing.
I didn't see the video. I only saw the picture of like the tallest woman holding the shortest woman. I was like,
awesome. So yeah, just like the differences. But it was awesome because they did the interview and they said, well, what are some things that you guys talked about? And they found out that they both had a similar take on, they loved fashion. They loved being able to like chat about things in their life that were just like cute and fashion, like clothing, and I don't know. Style. It was just really cool to just see how they were able to be completely different, but still have a similar take with each other, and like it was neat.
Oh, I definitely should watch that. That's very pure, very pure.
It was really cool. It was neat.
Did we have anything else to button up this episode since the
Menendez brothers are getting out?
What?
They are.
No.
January 31st is what my TikTok said.
Wow.
And so there's gonna be.
Are they getting off on the grounds of like they were?
I don't know if they're gonna be ankle bracelet, but they're getting out of prison.
Okay.
So
that's great.
That's breaking news.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I think it's. I don't know. It's tricky because so much has changed from 30 years ago of just like thinking rape and incest only happened to females and it didn't happen to males. So yes, it's wrong, but I think what they did afterwards was wrong as far as like spending the money. That's what I believe was wrong. But getting out of that situation, like being in that situation already, you're effed up. You're already. There's no normality. So when you try to judge them in a normal vision, it's wrong. It's wrong of us.
Right.
It's wrong. Well, I would have talked to Dare and had Dare find me, or like I would have called 911. Like, no, you're growing up being raped at 8 years old. You don't know better. You don't know what's right, what's wrong. I mean, the brother even not raped, but he had sexual.
Should try to use the word raped instead, by the way.
Grape. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. It's a sensitive word. It's okay. No worries. Just for you too.
but the brother ended up doing some sexual stuff with his other brother too, because he thought my dad did it to me. I'm able to do it to my brother.
And then the younger brother had it happen. The dad was then graping him all the way up until like what, his young 20s or something. Yes. Like it was a long time.
Like, to not be able to speak up to for yourself at the age of 20, like you're allowing a lot of stuff, and then we try to be in that vision of like, that was wrong. You should have said something, and I'm like.
Or like there was a podcast episode that went viral where it was a clip of a woman just being like, you didn't have to murder them. All you had to do was run away. And it's like, you obviously have never been a victim before because like I had a very like similar, not quite that far of a situation, but like I know what it's like to be a victim. You don't tell anyone because a lot of times they're threatening you.
Yeah.
If you tell this person, I'm going to murder them or I'm going to hurt you, or like you're not getting dinner tonight, like you are only just trying to survive. So of course you're not going to run around and tell people and be like, help me. Like when you're a victim, you don't want to.
Plus,
you don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to make it worse.
There's so much of like, well, why don't you just stand up for you can't.
Especially when it's your family.
You can't. Like, well, where are you going to go? Well, I don't have anywhere to go. So I have to like, but anyways, I'm happy. I should say, long story long. Well, we'll get into this more as more details come up, but to like push the button, I'm happy about that because I feel like they get a new vision of like they've served their time already.
Yeah.
You know, like what they've done wrong, they served their time, and maybe it's gonna bring up more awareness of people who are been in the same situation. They're going to be able to do some good to them.
I hope so. I hope they come out and like, unlike Gypsy Rose, when she got out, she went straight to reality TV.
Yeah.
I really hope that they get like weekly counseling, therapy, someone to kind of help guide them back into normal life. And give it a year. Give it a year when you come out, have some normality, and then maybe do a reality TV show or then do something where it's like, you need to have some sense of grounding when you're out of a situation like that. And I don't know if anybody follows the Gypsy Rose stuff. I weirdly do because there's another podcast I listen to that kind of updates us on her. And I feel like the flip-flopping with her is only making her mental health worse because now she's juggling public opinion. And when you're juggling like public opinion mixed with your court case and like you can't say all these things because then you could be put back in jail.
Yeah.
It's a lot to juggle. So to me, it's like if I were to advise them, which I will never be, but I would say like therapy weekly.
Yeah.
Get them out, ankle bracelet them. Obviously, if they do anything else, put them back in. But like, I don't think they will, in my opinion.
I have a feeling they won't either. I really think they're gonna.
Yeah.
They've learned their lesson, and it's gonna be good. We'll see how it turns out.
We will see.
We'll see. But we want to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving.
And we're excited to share some of the stories that happened with the way our Thanksgiving was and the way your Thanksgiving was. So we'll be looking forward to you guys sharing some of that information as well.
Yes. Will you be back on Tuesday?
I will.
On December 3rd?
On December 3rd. I'm leaving for 2 days and coming right back on Saturday night.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we'll probably train on Sunday.
Oh, good. I was totally counting on it. All right, everybody. We will see you next week, fat and happy, or I'll be thin and fit and happy as well.
Happy and
toned and tanned. I don't know.
Eat. From a personal trainer, I'm saying enjoy your holiday. Eat. I mean, don't get on that diet right now. Come on.
Just
enjoy
Thanksgiving and then hit it hard the next day.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. My knees hurt so bad.
Bye.
Bye. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Why are you?
Because it's from the music video. It's not from anything else.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I wasn't even going there. I need to sit. Bye, everybody. We have to take a thumbnail too.
Yeah. Thumbnail.
Bye.